my baby blues out there. I'm your goddess Nazca. Here we check them out. What are we acting to?
Wednesday was a weird day. We had lady give birth on stream. Someone shocked the dog on stream. The lady's probably gonna put the shock collar on the dog, on the baby. And then Sinder dropped a 1,000-page Google Doc. The mother of all Google Doc, talking about her situation. She's supposedly going to be coming back to streaming.
Okay.
I'm not reading all 1,000 fucking pages.
So, how much of this is her own words and how much of this do you think is AI generated?
Or no, she also had her quote-unquote manager/boyfriend also write some of it, and she actually had it highlight. Apparently,
why is he still with her, though? Wait. What?
I'll get into my thoughts on that.
The context. Sinder is an indie American VTuber who debuted on June 25th, 2022, and was one of the top indie VTubers on Twitch, peaking at around 350,000 followers. She would get involved in a massive controversy on April 26th, 2025, when Nanolys, the artist for Sinder's models, posted a 17-page doc going over her experiences with Sinder and her manager Redacted. Following this document, several others would publish their own statements against Sinder, claiming that she
Oh yeah, speaking of which, gonna go ahead and do a shout out to our people that we hired to do our stuff. If you look in my YouTube videos, in my YouTube page I took the time to wrote down the 3 people who contributed to art as well as music and stuff. So I have all the artists listed for who made my model, made Truckerman's model, the person who made our, what is it called, opening, I guess?
Yeah, or stream opening.
I couldn't find that other one with the car, though.
You couldn't find it?
No, it was gone for some reason.
Oh, you're talking about, and then the person who made our opening song, you put that in there,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I did that. So, song, the opening, and our models. I have all of our creators listed on my description in my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's what I want to say. The only one I'm missing is the one who made that beautiful one of me on a car.
Yeah.
I don't know where his information went. Or there, I don't know.
I saw 3/4 in...
Howdy. Welcome.
Dude, why...
What's up, dude? Why, is only fault I have found, of her is having, Red as a boyfriend.
My personal opinion, fine, I guess they could date, they kind of worked their shit out. My thing is, he needs to not be your damn manager. Like, hire an actual fucking manager to do your shit.
Even though you're my manager, technically?
Yeah, we're not on Cinder's level.
When it comes to what?
Her size, the people...
The amount of the boogie?
Yeah.
She was a massive manipulator who used everyone for the sake of her own growth. Sinder would fire Redacted the next day, and would post her apology statement following that. Sinder remained offline since the incident. However, on October 7th, 2025, Sinder would post a massive 1,000-page Google Doc.
The burden of proof on the accuser, not the accused. They lied to you. Here's 1,000 pages of proof.
I'm gonna say this right now. I didn't read it, nor am I going to. I do not have the time to sit down and read 1,000 goddamn pages.
Or patience, and also I'm still going on a thing saying, did she actually write it all? I still feel like she probably used AI.
Well, like 200 pages of it with Nanolys is just screenshots of messages.
Okay, so, yeah, that's not writing, yeah.
On Twitter, stating that the individuals who accused her back in April were all lying. The overview. Sinder's document is divided into 13 separate sections, with the majority of the document focusing on addressing Nanolys, which is 21.2% of the doc, Silverveil, about 24% of the doc, and the overall breakdown of the events from Sinder's point of view, about 23.6% of the doc. In the document, Sinder would state that the purpose of the document is to defend herself and Redacted, take accountability for several things both revealed in the original documents and not publicly known information, and refute misconceptions that came out of the documents. Sinder would state that the document has speculative information that is mostly supported with evidence, and would call out the individuals who harassed anyone involved in the situation. The accusations. Sinder would explicitly call out 3 individuals for being the main perpetrators of the controversy. Nanolys for allegedly spreading significant slander.
I'm gonna say this: what she showed, and from what I could tell from people were saying, Nels was kind of getting overwhelmed with
Bling.
Kitty Queen 1345 is now following.
Thank you for following.
But basically, she was getting overwhelmed. Nels was, and she kind of brought up the idea of exclusivity to get an excuse to get out of making models for other people, and it kind of just got out of hand. Oh, we got a...
Bling. Hello, Quitter Queen. Welcome.
But it seemed like it got out of hand. So
misinformation regarding her experience with Redacted, Shy Lily for allegedly, quote, orchestrating things behind the scenes, and public...
Okay, that one's BS or what?
From what I could tell, it's, to sum it up, women.
Oh, women being women?
Women being women. That's all I will say on that.
Alrighty. Also, Usama predicted the future. What did Sinder did is the drama.
We reacted to that.
I love Nero.
We need to start reacting more to that stuff.
Manipulation, and Silvervale for allegedly lying about all of their interactions with Sinder. She would state that out of everyone involved in this situation, those three had the most to gain from Sinder.
Okay, Silvervale is innocent in all this, yeah.
I think what it was is Silver was being kind of cold to her, which when you learn what she dealt with V Shoujo, you kind of understand why.
I mean, what was basically Sinder just being kind of like a needy fangirl to her or something?
From what I get the base of, that's what it was. She was just being real needy towards Silvervale. She wanted to collab because they're both technically hellhounds or whatever. And it just got
cancellation. Sinder would say that because of the extreme harassment and character assassination of her and Gamer Subs, a company where Sinder had partial ownership, she voluntarily stepped down from...
Welcome. Dr. Smith plush tuba.
I'll be back so I gotta get some more drink.
Give me a water.
You want a water?
I need a water.
Well, listen to it while
Okay, you be frozen over there. He's frozen. Okay, I use freeze. Okay, I froze Trucker.
Her position in the company. The arguments. Cinder would start her arguments by discussing her status with Redacted, stating that the two of them co-wrote the document. She would explicitly say that the two of them are still together after spending time apart, mentioning that while she cheated on Red online and painted Red in a negative light in her first apology doc, where she would claim that she was blindsided by her friends and essentially forced her to publicly call Red out, the two are able to make amends after their time apart, and are...
But why?
Need the digging.
No, I'm talking about the guy. He needed the puss, you mean? No gums, tea. We were able to work things out, sure. Out between us, and forgiving each other for what happened. Yeah, can you really forgive someone for cheating on you and then throwing you under the bus like this? I don't know.
They're both perfect for each other.
They're both perfect for each other. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. She needs a screenshot.
actively together again, claiming that the two have had communication problems for a while that have improved over time and moved past the problems the two had in the past. She would mention how she lived with Red and his family from summer of 2022 to the end of February of 2025, but moved out after having consistent streaming issues involving her setup. She would also state that Red would continue to work with Cinder as her manager, though would no longer handle work-related communications on her behalf, and would plan to delete the original tweet where she announced that Red was fired. She would also list a few things that Red allegedly hid from Cinder, which primarily consisted of communications with the three main perpetrators, Bao, Cotton, and other anonymous individuals. Cinder would move on to discuss the contents of her apology doc, primarily focusing on correcting statements made towards Red and her friends in that doc, reaffirming statements that the two took accountability for, and apologizing to several individuals who don't have their own section in the document. When it came to discussing Red and the statements she made against him, she divided the claims made in the apology doc into 4 separate sections.
Red was guilty. We were guilty. I found out Red was guilty. I was wrong about X. Shouldn't it just be I was wrong about X the whole time? Oh, hi, code. The best thing Cinder should have done is just return to streaming and not continue the drama. Yeah, all she's doing is just like move on. She's just, what is the word I'm looking for? Constantly.
One thing I'm gonna bring up also.
What's the word I'm looking for?
What?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Attachment.
Probably not that. Welcome back, by the way.
One thing I'm gonna bring up.
Uh-huh.
Because I was watching Smuggalana read the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Sinder is one of the largest indie VTubers. Her and her quote-unquote manager/boyfriend were living in his parents' house. You're telling me all the money they made, she was part owner of Gamer Subs. How the fuck you not living on your own?
I want to know what they put the money towards. What is money going towards?
That's my point. Like,
It's a normal to not care about micromanagement. Yeah. Hope you all are doing great. Yeah, we're doing great. Thank you. Yeah, true. I mean, I don't get on what's the word? Other social medias.
Yeah.
I do have Trucker Man handle a lot of the stuff. So whenever you do see misspellings in some of our titles, that's Trucker Man's fault.
Yeah, throw me on the bus like Sinder, huh?
But I can, though, because I'm telling the truth, because you're the one doing that stuff.
But I guarantee she was making more money than I was.
True.
And they didn't buy a house? They didn't get, up on their own?
Truthful actions that Red did alone that Sinder was...
The chat is continue to bring up the drama if she streams again. I know, right? She just needs to move on. She needs to just say she's sorry for the drama. She's got to start fresh. Maybe even just redo her VTube, redo her whole thing. I don't know. The fact that she and Red are back together is, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really
problematic.
Yeah, it's still toxic and junk. So it's you can't expect anything better, I guess. Let's see. Now let's just reminding 2005 Winx Club drama about it using AI, which is false, by the way. Huh.
Sinder was getting a new house starting at 2025.
They just didn't take their time. Why some cards are banned and schnit. Yeah. Huh. I had no idea Winx
already
Club.
aware of. Truthful actions that Red did that Sinder
Hold on, I gotta ask Kitty something. They have a new 2025 Winx Club? Wow, that brings me back. I used to love that show growing up. Kid drama. People gets that kind of treats a lot. Oh, yes, on Netflix. Wow.
Of course it's on Netflix.
We are the Winx, we are the
Also
Winx,
guilty
come
of.
join the club,
Truthful
we are
actions
the
that Red
Winx.
did alone that Sinder wasn't aware of until writing the doc, and actions Red did that were false. She would also list 15 things that she took accountability for in her apology, which included cheating on Red, getting overly upset.
Okay, this actually might be... She's trying to use the drama to make sure she keeps her status somehow. Trying to manipulate it in a way.
I don't know.
Yeah, bring it back up. But I don't think she's doing a good job about it. If she's going to do this, she needs like a redemption arc. She needs a good redemption arc. This is not working for her redemption arc. Yeah, I don't give a schmidt anymore about representing V2s unless I know they are truly respectful. Yeah.
You mean like piracy? Pirate?
Yeah.
In multiple instances, and general negligence. Sinder would essentially call out the people who claimed that she took no accountability for her and Red's actions, and would state that while she does understand that Red's actions were ultimately her responsibility, she would claim that she was being blamed for things that she had nothing to do with. Outside of her apology, Sinder would list out 22 instances where she and Red are guilty of doing something wrong, and claim that these were the only wrongdoings that the two have done, stating that every other claim that was made against the two isn't true. Some of these instances include becoming neglectful of relationships, attempting to gain exclusivity of different things in multiple cases, being openly distrustful of various individuals, and several other things. She would state that the majority of these instances occurred between August of 2024 till April of 2025. Sinder would state how her relationships with her friends were damaged due to her priorities being focused on her work, and would apologize to them for neglecting them over the course of 2024. She would try to refute the claims that she was just using her friends for her own benefit by showcasing pictures of cosplay items that she created for some of her friends, and would say,
Ooh, cute. I like the moth one.
I still don't get why she's bringing this shit up. But
Yeah, I think she's just trying to be like, hey, I have my own. I think she's just kind of trying to talk about her own mental issues or something.
One part was brought up as her and Red went on a Japan. She brought this trip to Japan, where she was upset at her friend because she wanted to get up at 8 in the morning. Her friend wanted to sleep in, and I'm sitting there listening, like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything we're talking about? Only a woman can put a 1,000-page document together and not say anything. Only a woman can say that much shit and not say anything.
I'm trying to think if I've ever done something like that.
that her friendships were real and not stepping stones for her career. She would talk about how she and Red would dedicate an unhealthy amount of time towards her work, to the point where work was being done almost 24/7. Sinder would claim that the money wasn't their driving force for their work, but rather an indicator of success, but did acknowledge an instance where the claims of her being, quote, money hungry would be the strongest, as the instance involved an intermission on one of her model debut lore videos that required viewers to donate bits in order for the intermission to end. However, she would state that the motivation behind this wasn't to garner monetary gains, but to implement interactivity into the debut. She would briefly go over a section in her apology regarding how she viewed her friends as competition, stating that Red was the driving force behind this narrative. Red would pitch in with his own mini-statement, where he would state that, quote, everyone was competition. While Red would state that the competitive mindset wasn't an excuse to hurt other creators, he would state that he did view Silverveil, Bao, and Shy Lily in a negative light, and saw them as, quote, direct competition in the negative sense. Cinder would go on to briefly apologize to 3 individuals in this section that didn't have enough to talk about in their own respective sections. With Tricky, Cinder would apologize to her for ditching her.
So ultimately, I think all she needs to say is, I'm a narcissist.
Yeah, her and Red were perfect together because they're both narcissistic, insecure people.
Mm-hmm. She, despite the fact that she was like super loved and super popular, she had her insecurities and stuff, and she was just a narcissist. She viewed everyone as a, what's the word I'm looking for?
As a tool?
No.
As a stepping stone?
No.
Someone to use?
No. I'm looking for another word for competition. A threat. Yeah.
Rival.
Rival, that's a good one.
But fuck, I had a thought and I lost it.
I know that happens way too
Japan,
much.
where the two in Red were planning to go to the Godzilla store.
Oh, no.
You got the
Here's
thought
my
back?
thought. Greg said something that's so true. There is nothing more dangerous than a narcissist that is insecure.
But ended up going there without Tricky due to her being asleep. With Cottontail, she would apologize for avoiding her due to a situation that Cinder didn't have any involvement in. Red would throw in his own apology to Cottontail for asking Nano to not work with Cotton. With Nixu, aka Iomaya, Cinder would apologize to her for some—
Fuck, now I gotta psychoanalyze myself. Am I like that?
You stab people in the back.
Huh?
You stab people in the back.
I don't think I do. I don't have really anyone to stab in the back. I kind of keep to myself.
Well, there's a difference.
suddenly canceling an agreement between the two, and failing to follow Nixu's terms of the agreement, where Cinder failed to verbally shout out her Patreon as part of the agreement. She would blame this on being unprofessional. Getting into one of the major sections of the document, Cinder would talk about Nanolis, the primary artist for Cinder, and her claims of manipulation, slandering others, and drag—
That's okay. I don't think Trucker Man would be really into talking about that. But if you want, I have a post on my YouTube channel. If you look at YouTube, like, we have like a good section of people that are on Twitch, they're on Kick. We stream on all 3 platforms. But if you want, you can check out my YouTube post. I do have suggestions. I'm doing like a 6-day stream coming up on the 20th through the 26th. Feel free to give me some stuff to react to on the post. I don't do social media very much. I'm pretty, I don't know, I guess old school about things. I just have, my YouTube's the best way to get a hold of me.
And then you're gonna be playing.
And then everyone voted for me to play Silent Hill F on my own because you all suck.
Oh, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna put this poll in chat. Do you want to play when we get done with Silent Hill F? Alien Isolation.
No.
I can put that.
Stop it.
I can put that.
Stop it.
Chad, if you want to.
No. Shush. Do not bring that. Don't tell Chad that. No, that is not an option.
What if there's mods for it?
Dragging her into drama. Cinder would claim that Nano's claims were the basis for everyone else to post their own statements, and said that after reading Red's DMs between him and Nano, Nano lied about her experiences. This section contains over 100 pages of DMs between Nano and Red, with the two occasionally providing context and additional.
See?
Now, shush! Don't listen to Trucker.
Additional information where Cinder and Red felt that it was needed. To try and get through the DMs, most of the screenshots in the beginning were general interactions between Nano and the two in their respective DMs, with the occasional updates and discussions for commissions, as well as the occasional praise for Nano's work. Red would pitch in from time to time talking about how Silvervale didn't like Cinder because she wasn't responding to Cinder's raids the way they wanted, as well as saying that Nano was always open to talking about drama. Screenshots of Red speculating about Silvervale's thoughts and behaviors towards Cinder were shown, with some even being emphasized. Red would claim that calling Silvervale the enemy of Cinder were Nano's words, and not theirs. More comments from Red would focus on emphasizing the positive relationship between Nano and the two, as well as trying to clarify some of the more questionable messages from Red that Nano used as evidence in her doc, such as claiming that Red never asked Nano to cancel anyone's models, though Red would later admit to offering Nano money to not work with Silver on a model. Red would compare Nano's models to, quote, rare trading cards, by saying how the
Okay, so this is where the narcissist. This is where it really shines here, because it's like, only I can look like me. You're not allowed to look like me. Na.
Yeah, and
sometimes you just gotta you just gotta know when to keep your jealousy to yourself, I guess.
So she blames Red even more now. Yeah.
Of course.
How much do you think this is worth? Graded 10?
Oh, graded 10? I think the PSA ones, are the more sought after. I'm not sure on that grading company. Easily, I would go 5K, or if not more.
This was one instance, like 2022, 2023, apparently.
The more models Nano made, the less valuable they'd become for the people who have them, stating that each model becomes, quote, less special as Nano makes more. Cinder would pitch in as well when it came to her own DMs with Nano, stating that the infamous "it's just business" DM was used in a way as an attempt to reassure Nano that if she ever had to change the status of Cinder's commissions for whatever reason, it was just business and nothing personal. She would state that, without any of the context of Red's prior discussion, her DMs with Nano could be easily taken out of context. The two would talk with Nano about her wanting to cancel her commission with Bao, which would be a decent chunk of this section, where they would claim that Nano wanted to do this out of her own volition, and was scared to do so, though Red would admit that he shouldn't have weighed in on his personal opinions regarding the situation. A series of interactions involving exclusivity discussions were also included, where the two claimed that Nano brought up exclusivity first through a hypothetical question. In a later interaction involving exclusivity, Red asked Nano to not take on any brand new model clients, and to not make any—
To be fair, this doesn't make sense.
What?
Why? Okay, if Nano was being bogged down, why would he use what Sinder says and stuff to be the why not, like, actually talk to your clients? Because they're gonna have to give back the money, right?
Because Kirsha said artists suck at being business people.
But I mean, they're gonna have to give back the money. So you just cancel the thing then and give back the money. Why does it have to have all this different excuse and stuff? Just be like, hey, your art commission, I can't handle it. I'm gonna refund you. I'm sorry. Please look for someone else if you're being that bogged down.
I don't. In the
I don't know what's more worst, Cinder or my online ex-girlfriend. I don't know your online ex-girlfriend, so I don't have an opinion. And Nano's drama, Cinder is innocent. Great. She dragged the Bao again into this drama.
And Bao had nothing to do with anything. Bao just kind of like it.
Basically, Bao just got screwed out of a model. That's basically it.
Which, if it was you, we're talking like $10,000 level model.
Oh, hell no. I got pissed off when we were getting screwed out of your $400 model.
I need to get that all together so we can do a video on that. So we could, in case that person goes online and starts saying shit, we got proof.
Personally, I think just let it go. It's over. You got your model from our normal person, and we learned a lesson. Do not trust people off of X or Twitter or whatever.
Not Bao.
New models and outfits with Silvervale specifically. A deal was made, though it would be cancelled a month later due to her not being willing to cancel on Silvervale. Cinder would state that she had no part of this agreement, to which
it's true. Sounds to me like someone trying to poorly twist facts to meet her own agenda. Yeah, the whole... Personally, I don't even know what the fuck's going on in this situation. All I'm getting out of this is Sinder is a narcissist who is also very insecure. That's all I get out of this.
And also, women. Because Shy Lily was kind of being mean to her too, and they were just...
Everyone was clashing, and it just kind of turned into a big kerfluffle.
Why is it... Wasn't what I heard about a guy said... Nobody hits women more than other women.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's why most of my life growing up, I never really I had like maybe... I can only name 3 female friends I had in my whole entire life, while I mostly just hung out with guys.
Red affirmed to be the case. When Nana was making a model for Shy Lily, Red would soon have issues with this, as he had concerns that Lily and Cinder had a negative relationship with each other. He would open up to Nana about this, claiming that he thought Lily really had issues with Cinder. This would be the last set of messages that Red had with Nano through DMs, and would also be around the time where Nano would stop talking with Cinder. Nano would soon add Red into a group chat with her and Nano's manager, Akira, where they told Red that Nano would be on an indefinite hiatus from working with them due to burnout. Red would accept this decision, but Red and Cinder would hint skepticism regarding the reasoning behind this decision. After some time passed, Nana would post her document to Twitter. Cinder claimed that the two attempted to reach out to Nano through DMs, but would soon delete them after. Nana would then cut off communication with them. When it came to Bao, Cinder apologized to her for neglecting her as a close friend, and for Red's general resentment towards Bao that ended up causing Cinder to feel similar resentment. Cinder would acknowledge that she knew of Bao's planned model with Nano, and felt bad that Nano cancelled her model because of her. Red would also
it seemed like in the DMs, Red acts like a bitchy woman.
Okay. So then he's perfect for pretending that he's Cinder then, huh?
Yeah.
For his resentment towards Bao, and admitted to reassuring Nano that she could cancel Bao's model as a way to take an opportunity away from them. Cinder would include roughly 60 pages worth of screenshots containing various interactions of the three, though a lot of these screenshots would be interactions between Nano and Red, as a way for Cinder and Red to confirm the things that happened in Nano's section. Instances where Red developed negative opinions about Bao were included as well. Red would bring his opinions up to Cinder, where the two would fight over it. A unique interaction would be between Red and Sacramore, the music video editor for Cinder's music group Boss Rush, where Sacramore stated that he was going exclusive with Bao, where Red admitted that he was skeptical of Sac's reason for going exclusive, and began feeling resentment towards Bao, later claiming that Bao was very negative about her own music and was taking it out on her fans, but wouldn't provide screenshots to back those claims, instead linking a tweet that, quote, Maybe
it'd be a good idea if we don't ever collab, because, oh my god, this drama.
Or at least make sure we trust the people we collab with. Holy God.
Balna needed help because she gets scammed
she gets scammed a lot out of artists. Worse than Kirsha.
Is it because she's getting them off of Twitch?
Probably.
Or Twitter. Whatever, God. Social media's
X.
X.
It's called X.
Directly supports the above claim. Red would acknowledge that he misjudged Bao's intentions and situation, and apologized to Sac for being misinformed and hostile towards him. The majority of the remaining screenshots and comments were taken from Nano's section, though there is a portion where Cinder stated that Red pressured her to not interact with Bao professionally anymore.
Okay, just a PSA for everyone out there. If you're going to buy anything, art, music, anything online stuff, make sure it's from a website.
Like VGen or Etsy, because dear
VGen,
God.
Etsy, yeah. Do not hire someone off of X, Twitter, or Discord, or whatever, and just blindly give your PayPal information or whatever. Don't do that. It's bad ideas.
Both. Boof.
Boof.
But yeah, no. Yeah, we are lucky we got our $400 back.
Especially because the person almost tricked me. They almost tricked me into canceling my claim on PayPal. Ugh. Because once you cancel your
case.
Your case, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Once you cancel your case on PayPal, that's it. You cannot bring it up again. Instagram too, yeah. Unless it's an actual shop on Instagram. Like, it has to be like, I don't know, it has to be like an actual thing that you can get your money back.
Damn,
some kind of shop.
To where she said that she refused, but would choose to keep her distance with Bao. Red would admit to doing this. Sinder would also admit to neglecting their friendship, which caused Bao to feel isolated and confided in Numi about Cinder's actions. Numi's section primarily focused on Cinder apologizing for neglecting Numi's offer to be a part of her concert in February of 2025 by prioritizing her business venture of representing V-Card over Numi's concert. The roughly 6 or 17 pages of screenshots that followed contained several sets of interactions between Cinder and Red and Numi, as well as between Cinder and Shy Lily, regarding their upcoming collab with V-Card. Generally speaking, the interactions with Numi consisted of Red and Cinder talking about the upcoming concert, where Cinder would be performing an original song composed by Numi, and the interactions with Shy Lily consisted of planning for the V-Card collab. Cinder would end up choosing to focus.
Yeah, that is the worst thing when it comes to monetization, is music. It's always music.
How many streams Curious is that taking down? She started playing something from like Comedy Central and then it gets taken down.
Focus on the V-Card collab and her position as a part owner of Gamersubs, and would end up turning down Numi's request in a convoluted matter. This would lead to Numi confronting Cinder about it, to which Cinder apologized to her about the miscommunication. Numi would accept Cinder's apology. Cinder would be able to attend Numi's concert as a viewer, and told Numi that she would be at her next concerts, though it ended up not happening due to the controversy. Shy Lily's section focused on talking about her response.
I have a sister who's the same way, got scammed a lot because she doesn't think people were bad.
Yeah, I have a very small little trust and some. Well, actually no, because that's how I got scammed the first time. I have a waning amount of trust.
Yeah.
Waning.
That is a lot.
Oh yeah, about how they said Cinder didn't come for the concert, but she was present there.
Huh.
To Cinder's apology. Cinder would state that Lily was the first person Nana reached out to about this controversy, and claimed that Lily orchestrated the collaborative effort of canceling her, with her response being the final nail in Cinder's coffin. The following roughly 12 to 13 pages of screenshots discussed Cinder's interactions with Shy Lily, specifically their V-Card collab, as well as previously mentioned information from the previous sections again. Regarding the V-Card collab, Cinder admitted that she leaked information about V-Card ahead of the release date, with some of that information being completely incorrect. Shy Lily would be openly annoyed about this happening, and stated in her stream that, while she won't say who leaked the information, official sources were the only ones that had the correct information about V-Card, with Cinder claiming that Shy Lily stated that Cinder wasn't an official source of information, despite her having the information and being a partial owner of Gamersubs. Cinder would apologize to Lily about the leaked information, to which Lily accepted at the time. The two wouldn't directly talk to each other for some time, until Cinder offered to play Split Fiction with Lily, to which she rejected. The last DMs between the two would involve troubleshooting OBS. Cinder would state that Shy Lily would never greet or thank her for 2 of the raids she did. From there, the majority of information was taken from Nano's section, though it would include an interaction between her and Boska about Shy Lily's lack of communication, to which Boska stated that Shy Lily only used Discord for business purposes. Cinder would send a message 5 days prior to the documents being published to
Oingo boingo.
Oingo boingo. That's all I had to think on that.
Okay, this whole thing is so convoluted that I'm not even keeping track of what the hell's going on anymore.
Imagine trying to read 1,000 pages of this shit.
So basically, it would be like reading someone's bad fanfic. This is what this is making me think. This is just a bad fanfic.
But she would get ghosted. The second largest section in Cinder's document talked about the individuals who were involved in canceling Sinder, which Sinder claimed to be 12 different people, though she suspected that more people had some form of involvement. Cinder would emphasize Shy Lily's involvement in this section, as she claimed that Shy Lily manipulated Nano into believing that Cinder and Red were manipulating her, leading to Nano's doc being made and published. It's in this section where the majority of comments made in the entire document were labeled as speculative. Cinder would provide a 17-day timeline that discussed the events that happened between April 11th and April 28th, 2025, where Cinder would source previous sections and VODs to provide a general overview of the events, while also providing speculative comments regarding the details, such as potential events that may have transpired, whether Nano's manager was actually her manager, and whether Nano's screenshots of DMs.
My brain is like checking out. I don't know what the plot is. Dude, at least show me some tits. So I have some kind of plot to look at.
Oh, Pacey George's here. We haven't seen him in a while.
Welcome, Justa. They blinged and it was quiet.
20 gifted memberships?
I don't know what words mean. It blinged and it was quiet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's nice seeing you. Welcome.
Thank you for the memberships, or gifted memberships.
Or whatever words are. I don't understand all the things.
Let's go back
We're
to
taken in
things
different
you're not
time zones or
understanding.
not, though Cinder feels more confident in the last manner.
Hey,
Cinder continues this
welcome,
section
Justa.
by beginning her dissection of the documents with Nano's doc, already ripping into Nano's first sentence with 4 separate paragraphs. Generally speaking, Cinder is refuting Nano's claims of manipulation by allegedly pointing out instances where Nano either failed to provide the full context or made up information entirely. Most of the arguments in this portion of the section have previously been made in Nano's section of the doc, primarily focusing on Nano's desire to cancel other commissions and her desire to go exclusive with Cinder. Cinder would list out speculative theories regarding a few questions.
So wait, was one of the big things here that Nano was saying it was all Cinder's fault to be exclusive, but they actually wanted to be exclusive?
Yes.
Now, is that a true thing? Because this is all being said by Cinder. So how do we know that that's true or not?
I don't know.
Because, okay, so all this information is all based off of what Cinder is saying, right?
Yeah.
Yo, thank you so much for the lovely confidence. Yeah.
I don't have money.
I try for some. I don't have money. You're fine. I don't expect money from anyone, but if you want to give it, that's awesome. Hey, if you do want, I'm just gonna throw this out here just because we had
10.
Bling.
Pasty George
There it
super chatted
goes.
$7.13. That Cinder thing is so messed up. LOL. XD.
Yeah. Welcome. But yeah, if you want to help me out for free, there is this contest that I am entered in. I could definitely use your votes. Go check out Code 27 OC contest. I need all the votes I can get. The 20th through the 26th, I will be having a full week of stream just to promote that contest.
Oh yeah, Moan.
Oh, Monies.
But thank you, Pasty George, and he sent another.
Now, all the moans.
Pasty George super chatted $7.13. Nice tuber model truckerman.
Oh,
D.
thank you.
My booby.
But mostly speculated that Nano was manipulating screenshots after Nano sent them to others. Nano leaked messages to Shy Lily due to believing that Red was lying to her instead of Shy Lily, and Nano had Shy Lily write the document instead of writing it herself. Cinder would move on to talk about Bao's document, where the general claim of this section is that Bao, along with others, was misinformed about the events that transpired, due to Nano and Shy Lily lying to them about the information. Generally speaking, Sinder stated that the majority of Bao's doc was full of false claims, in which Sinder claimed that Bao would only make these claims if she was told about the information by someone else. Sinder would use screenshots from Nano's section as her evidence, but would also reference Bao's stream on April 27th to assert—
Okay, so that's how we're supposed to know that what Nano said about actually wanting to be exclusive to Sinder is true, because it was screenshots?
Yeah.
Okay, but nowadays, couldn't those screenshots have been not fake?
I don't know. This is me right now.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
her claims and provide context. Her speculations would include Shy Lily contacting Bao to manipulate her, Bao's second model never getting cancelled, and Nano not wanting to work on Bao's model in the first place. Cinder's discussion about Shy Lily's response would be the most argumentative out of anyone else mentioned, as Sinder believed that Lily's response was what cancelled Cinder in the first place. Generally speaking, Cinder mostly focused on refuting claims of choosing business over friends for the sake of money and slandering others, though would make some choice words towards the end. Unlike the previous breakdowns, Cinder would only use around 7 unique screens.
I'm gonna do it for her. Hello, my audience. I am Cinder. I am very sorry that I'm a narcissistic bitch who is very insecure. Please accept me back. I would like to continue VTubing. I will not let my past dramas interrupt my content. Thank you. There. I did it for her. So easy.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Shots as evidence for her claims against Lily's response tweet, choosing to emphasize her personal experience and thoughts. When it came to Shy Lily's response stream, Cinder would go into extensive detail, with this portion taking up the majority of the section alone. If we ignore the number of times she just says petty, which is 7, Cinder's main points were that Lily dodged collab opportunities and DMs out of her own volition, rather than avoiding problematic situations, deflected problematic things that she allegedly did, as well as Cinder claiming that Lily admitted to quote,
going to do the silly thing and to read it. Yeah, feel free if you find. Do we have that linked, or is it somewhere?
It's on her Twitter. If you want.
Okay. Yeah, that's is my concern. Cinder being a narcissist could have easily
doctored the screenshots.
To make them lean to her side of the story. I don't know if she did it, but it's really sadly, yeah, that's very. It's hard to be believable when you wanna just try to say anything and everything to get people on your side. Just come out and say, dude, I'm a narcissist. I'm sorry.
There are more people on Hassan's side after he shocked his dog, okay?
Woofa. And Shy Lily attempted to dodging 3, then dodging 1, then above herself. Hello there, Virgil. Virgil in lives.
Answer, what the fuck, narcissist?
And hello there, I am done. I have to open right now. Have fun with that.
Everything she claimed was slander and manipulation that turned Nano against me in the first place.
Hello. Yeah. How many pages are in a Harry Potter book? I just never had that thought.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
When it came to the speculations, Cinder claimed that Shy Lily did this out of envy and gained a lot out of lying. Lily encouraged Nano to lie in her doc, and Lily would manipulate Nano and others to push her narrative. She would make 3 different conclusions in this section. With the general conclusion, Cinder would state that while Red did create an assumed story based on his experiences that painted those involved in a negative light, the others could have done the exact same thing towards Cinder and Red. Cinder would say that she forgives her friends for partaking in her cancellation, as she believes that they were led on and manipulated. With Nano, Cinder would say that she felt betrayed by Nano's doc, and believed that Nano's intentions were originally malicious. Cinder believed that Shy Lily grossly manipulated Nano into speaking out, and planned to continue using Nano's work until they can be replaced. With Shy Lily, Cinder would direct the majority of her negativity towards her. She would be confident in Shy Lily being the overall mastermind behind Cinder's cancellation, and stated that nobody would have a reason not to believe Shy Lily, which she allegedly used to her advantage in deplatforming Cinder. Moving past that segment, Cinder would dive into the largest section of the document, Silvervale. Cinder would be upfront in saying that the two were never friends, and asserted that Silver hated her and Red.
Why didn't talk about her?
Yeah, I think it's more of she hated her first. Like, she was, like, being way too obsessed with her or something.
Yeah, and also, what Silver went through with V Shoujo that we're now just learning, I don't think she wanted to deal with anybody else. And I don't blame her.
She probably just... the reason Silvervale already naturally just dislikes Cinder is because maybe she could read her personality.
Shy and Bao are two different people.
Yeah, and the same person, right? I don't know.
No, they're different.
They're different peoples?
The longest Harry Potter book is 1,000 pages.
1,001 pages. Nautilus trashed Spite and Bao her heart even snapped a prose model and had Red pay for it.
Yeah, and she never apologized to Spite either. Spite deserves an apology. She had nothing to do with anything.
Sheesh.
For years, she would claim that Silvervale confidently lied about Cinder when she had the chance. Just like with the other sections, Silvervale's section mostly contained over 100 pages of screenshots, but did try to have a fair amount of original commentary and analysis. The main focus of this section was disproving the allegations of copying Silvervale's design and overall personality by showcasing the history of Cinder creating her original concept based on her previous ASMR persona, and taking inspiration for other VTubers and their outfits.
Oh my gosh! You take inspiration from other VTubers! Oh my gosh! Wow! It's totally copying.
The thing is absolutely no. It's like that Team Fortress meme. Women. That's a whole. This is to be summed up to that.
You need to go hang out with Nux. This thing is absolutely nothing. I know, right? She actually said that she is guilty of assuming Spite copied her.
Yeah, that's her.
Assuming. There you go. That's the word.
Spite didn't want to deal with her, so Spite kind of just stayed out of it. I feel sorry for her.
I mean, sheesh. Nothing is. What's the word that I'm looking for here? Like, everything's been done before, so everything can be accused of copying someone. Everything's just zaba, something other. Oh my god, this document would have me a headache.
I got a headache now.
We're talking about how the two met through a mutual friend, where the two somewhat hit it off, though wouldn't have future collabs due to Silvervale preferring to play alone. When it came to the meet and greet photo at TwitchCon in 2023, Cinder would state that the photo wasn't planned, and was taken by Red without her or Silvervale's knowledge.
Pasty George super chatted $7.13. This female VTuber drama is like high school girls fighting over popularity with backstabbing, betrayal, forgery and espionage. LOL, embarrassed smiley face emoji.
Thank you.
Oh my god, yes, you're right! That's why I don't understand what's going on. Because back in the times of school, I just kept to myself. And like I said, I never really hung out with girls. I only had like 3 girlfriends in my whole entire life in school that I can actually think of. And only one didn't betray me. The other 2 actually did backstab me and use me and betray me and junk. But yeah, no. Only one was a good female friend. And that was it. But I always hung out with guys. I always had guy friends. So yes, I see what you're saying now. Oof, you're right. That's why
Mom.
I'm sorry, I know I'm getting to the moan. I just want to gush over my time at school and how I don't understand this junk.
I remember Red Silver is not even want to talk. And like I said,
what do you mean cat girls aren't original? It's supposed to be, I guess, a dog.
Yeah, or doll, or
the
hellhound.
wolf.
Which then she owes, I guess boss owes her money then.
Yeah, true. We got Luna. We got she probably owes other people money too, because I'm pretty sure there are other hellhound characters out there.
Didn't we just react to a video last week about a VTuber crashing out because supposedly an artist supposedly copied her? And
her demon girl design.
Oh my god.
Just stop doing the meme.
This is pain.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
I'm taking away your meme card. 3 is enough per video.
No.
Would also include a series of attempted interactions with Silvervale through DMs.
Again?
However, most would be met with silence. Cinder would also talk about how some of Silver's Twitch moderators reached out to Red and applied to be part of Cinder's moderation team. Although the main moderator in question asked Red to keep their DMs private, Red would put up the DMs up into the dock. It's through these DMs that Cinder would find out about Silver blacklisting Cinder's emotes in her chat, and eventually Cinder's name as well. When Cinder talked about Silver's statement, Cinder stated that Silver only knew what information.
ASMR VTuber.
YouTuber.
So basically, anyone who has a hellhound theme, she's attacked. It sounds like. Okay, so I should attack. Actually, who do I attack? My VTuber is so just all over the place. I'm like a pop star idol goddess.
You can attack me. Huh? Boomstick from Boomstick could go after me.
Oh yeah, Boomstick should go after you.
Information Nano shared, and claimed that she only agreed with the narrative that the others decided upon by emphasizing Silver's apparent negative feelings towards Cinder. When Silver made additional statements on streams like the others, Cinder would use roughly 30 pages of this section to try and refute the statements made. Most of the rebuttals focused on Cinder claiming that Silver didn't tell her to go away when she felt annoyed towards her, and blamed Cinder for all of her failures. In her conclusion, Cinder would state that Silver is a, quote, master emotional manipulator, and was envious of Cinder's success to the point of, quote, seething over her existence. Cinder would also speculate that Silver never—
You can sue Kirsha. How could I sue? I am nothing like Kirsha. Kirsha and I are so different. It's not...
Hell, what was it?
Also, she'd be suing me because she came out before me.
Well, not only that, Smugglana and Kirsha were both white fox women when... And hell, people were accusing Smugglana of copping Cinder.
Even though she's a fox?
Don't question the internet. Don't question women on the internet.
Of course, to be fair, looking at you, we don't know what animal you're supposed to be.
I don't know either.
You're supposed to be a coyote.
I know.
liked her and copied her, not the other way around, and tried to call out Silver for collabing with Shy Lily.
All music is already written, and there is only so many designs that can be made before you start closing in on occupied territory. So true. So true.
Don't forget Silver was part of the Nux situation. Yeah, that was too. Yeah, Nux has been winning this year.
Yeah, Trekker Man's animal is supposed to be a coyote.
By claiming to prefer streaming solo. Deputy Aru's section is on the smaller end of this document, as it primarily focused on two particular tweets from Aru that claimed that Cinder treated her as a tool to get to Silvervale rather than a friend. Cinder would claim that this wasn't the case, but rather it was Aru who offered an opportunity to meet Silvervale through a collab opportunity. Cinder would state that Aru admitted to lying in her tweets and included about 14 pages of DMs between the two, where it mostly consisted of the two talking about the potential collab, getting art together, and hanging out off stream. No speculative theories or break.
Wait, but no, wait. Okay, so I can sue her. I get the white chick part. I can't sue her the being single part because I'm married.
Isn't she supposed to be a 300-pound black man? What everybody was saying.
Wait. I need to know the level of Kirsha's whiteness. I need to know her actual DNA.
I think she said she's Italian and French.
I don't have Italian and French in me. She's good. I don't have Italian
are presented in this section. When it came to Spite, Cinder apologized for the harassment Spite faced for being similar to her, and admitted to knowing about Spite being excluded from working with Nano because of Cinder's personal feelings. She would then claim that Spite was contacted by Shy Lily, who encouraged her to make a public statement that is, quote, made up of allegations without evidence, and is purely based on conjecture. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but whatever. Similar to Silverveil's section, Sinder would begin with providing her evidence that she didn't copy Spite, and went into additional detail regarding the summer, goddess, and sleepwear outfits, as those were some of the main points Spite made in her document.
Okay, I already killed it. The blue and black one looked better, in my opinion.
While she states that most of their teasers and tweets were coincidental, Sinder does admit to making a tweet in spite of Spite after she believed that Spite was copying her. In her speculation portion, she would claim that Spite possibly copied Sinder, not the other way around, due to various circumstances. She would also talk about ASMR VTuber Nowntales.
Well, hell, Nux said is he says, what's the word? He's inspired by Samus from Undertale. That's how he Sam.
Sans.
Oh, Sans.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sans from Undertale.
To be fair, when I remember seeing Nux, he made me think of I feel like original Nux, didn't he come out before Undertale was a thing? I could have sworn he was based off of Hollow Ichigo. No,
Nux is like didn't do his like PNG thing till like late 2000, like maybe 18.
I really could have felt like Nux was based off of Hollow Ichigo.
It would look like to us, but it wasn't based off that. But no.
I could have sworn his V2 model came out before Sans.
No, his Undertale came back out in 2015.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to brain things.
And how individuals harassed her over similar designs, though wouldn't mention how she liked one of the individuals' tweets, and would state that the two resolved their issues. She would conclude with a statement about VTuber designs.
Oh yeah, I see that too, actually. The old kimono thing he wore. I'm talking about like his face and junk and the side mask. I always thought that was like Hollow Ichigo.
Nux said himself he was based off of Sans.
You gotta say it right. Nux is Slender and Sans inspiration. Oh, Slade. I always thought it was Hollow Ichigo.
The general idea of copying others, stating that she grew to be less concerned with others taking inspiration from her design, specifically the fire inside her ears. After her breakdowns and decoding of the previously mentioned individuals, Sinder would issue a formal apology to her community, stating that she regretted disappearing with a poorly made statement, and wished her community the best in the future. Red would also throw in a brief apology of his own. Sinder would also call out the individuals who harassed others for the sake of defending her, stating that they are disgusting people who don't belong in her community, and apologized to those who were impacted by the mentioned individuals. To conclude the doc, Sinder stated that she plans to come back as Sinder in the near future, and is excited to get back into content creation. The responses. Generally speaking, the responses have been very
Yeah. Just like my character here is based
on... Bloodruns? Yeah. That's Nux's editor.
Really?
Yeah, or not editor, clip channel. Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! We spoke the devil and the devil came! Hello! Welcome. The mask is Red X from Teen Titans. Yeah, I got that later on, but I swear, like, early renditions of Nux's design, I thought it was supposed to be Hollow Ichigo.
But, okay, what's the responses?
Much too much, and we summoned him! That's amazing!
But, what's the response? I'm not the devil.
I'm sorry, I'm dying. That's so
with
cool.
a spectrum of positive and negative tweets being made commenting on Sinder's doc. The general pattern of responses are the following. Cinder is still to blame for everything. Cinder is more at fault, but others have some fault. Everyone involved has equal amounts of fault. Others are more at fault, but Sinder has some fault. And Cinder is 100% forgiven.
I feel like I'm here. I feel like
I could care less. Babe, like I said, she just needs to just be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm a narcissist. Can I please come back and stream? Can I start over? Oh my god, it's bopping. I gotta go. Take care, George. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging out.
But I feel like I'm here. I feel like everybody fucked up.
What happened?
Your tab just crashed.
What's going on?
We broke the internet.
We broke something. We also got a bling on something. I'm going to assume that was Joestar giving us a goodbye hug.
And give it another 10 memberships.
Thank you so much, Joestar.
Moan for that, because that's... Moan for that, because that's actually a
Moan!
But thank you so much. Hello, yeah, welcome to our stream. But
in terms of direct replies on Cinder's tweet, the responses fall towards the negative side of the spectrum, with many stating that Cinder shouldn't have written 1,000 pages as a defense.
That's what I'm on. Like, God damn.
Yes, she shouldn't have done this. Like I said earlier, she just needs to apologize. Just let bygones be. She didn't really do anything like that too detrimental, I guess. Like, it's not the most unforgivable thing and stuff. She just needs to just stop blaming others.
Oh my God, but yeah, I'm like here. I don't feel like she's 100% to blame, but she is not a healthy human being. I think she needs to get her boyfriend out of her professional life. They can still be boyfriend, girlfriend. But as far as running shit, no, he needs to get the fuck out and get an actual manager.
Alright. Let's call it here for this,
Cinder contradicting herself on multiple occasions, and that while Nano may have lied and over-exaggerated details in her document, there is still a decent chunk of padding, contradictory statements, and misinformation that goes beyond her counter-arguments against Nano. Outside of Cinder's tweet, the responses are more mixed, but generally fall in the moderate sides and the middle of the spectrum, though there are still plenty of people who fall on the ends of both sides. Focusing on the blue section, some of the main arguments made include that most people have a predetermined bias that they don't want to change, and anyone who didn't read the majority of the document.
Did you just bring up Nara?
Bling.
Oh, thanks for the gift.
Yeah. Thank you, Lilicus. Yeah.
I'm gonna end it here because my head's starting to hurt.
Thank you, dude. Okay, I thank you all for joining us for this one. Bye. Okay, thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss.